Hey everybody, so we're sitting here in Chuck. We are back at the Outwood Evangelical Lutheran Church. Main thing, I'm going to show you this stone. I'm hoping I can get these last couple of organic black spots off the stone because I have all my proper materials. I also want to show you some of my brushes and some of the new stuff that I've gotten. I'm sort of increasing everything that I have because I really enjoy doing this, and I think there's some really great opportunities for doing these types of things. I am not sure how much I am going to try to do. I want to go down to Ravine to finish my great grandparents, Eva and Carrie Brown's stone, because that'll be the last of the four. They'll be done, and we can take one more look at those other three stones that we already have taken care of. I may be done at that stage because I had actually was thinking about doing a short hike at sand siding down to the Swatera Bridge, and I just decided, no, I'm not going to do it. It's warm. It's like 80, almost 80 degrees, but there's a nice breeze. So let's get about this and get on doing this. All right, so we of course have this guy here, my sprayer. I got to put the top in here. And then I just have regular water in. Here I have a new brush. It's almost like a toothbrush, a little bit bigger, that I can get into the crevices and stuff like that. I have your basic scrubbing pads, which do very well. This is, I believe, horsehair. This is just a bigger brush just to do, cleaning. Another one that's like that as well. I have this as something to go over, like with granite. It'll take off that stuff most likely. Showed you that brush already. Another brush here as well. And yeah, and then of course cleaning material for doing these stones. So we're going to quick go over this and take care of a little bit more cleaning and see how it goes. So you can see a couple of these areas where you have these darker, there's still some stuff on there. I'm going to try to get that stuff all clean here. First I'm going to have to pump up the tank and then wet this down, spray on the cleaner, and we will see if we can get that last little bit of stuff off of here to complete the job in its entirety. And like I said before, you can never use too much water. It's just about protecting the stone. Make sure you're not doing any kind of damage, because that's the last thing you want to do. Come in with good intentions and then wind up doing something stupid. And with this particular spray, this one, they say you just have to put it on for about a minute and just let it work its magic. We'll be back. Alright, so we're going to get to work on this. This may just be a situation where I have to come back here with D2 and really go after this. And then that just gets taken care of, because this stuff may just be into the stone and there's just not a whole lot that you can do other than spray the D2, and then just eventually over time it takes it out, because it does not seem to be wanting to go bye-byes. The other one's better. Yeah, because it does not seem to be lifting that as much as I was hoping it was going to. But it's always worth making the effort. You never know. Maybe this will wind out doing something. Doesn't seem to be, but it was worth the effort. Yeah, that's in the stone. I'm still learning this business, so I think people that have been doing it for a while will be knowledgeable to just say, hey, there's certain things that aren't, because I've had a lot of success with the stones I've done so far, and you just never know. Yeah, how's this actually gonna work out? Because these stones have pores, just like our skin's a little different, but those organic materials can get in there, and it's not an easy thing to get out sometimes. Sometimes it's like one of those things. That's why the D2 works so well, is it's over time, over the next several months. And I'm not sure if this material works quite the same, because this is not D2, but if it does work somewhat similar, you know, maybe over time it winds up killing those, you know, those black parts of organic material, and, you know, over time it winds up removing it. But I'll have to do a little more research to see if that's how this works too, like D2. But regardless, between where I started, where this was all really blackened, it's much better. I definitely do really enjoy doing these jobs. I want a piece of grass. Stop being difficult. And I'm going to use the rag just quick. Clean this off. I don't get up and down terribly great. The advantages and joys of being an old man. Oldish. I'm gonna grab this towel. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really, those things I think are just ingrained in the stone. So I gotta get that D2 here and go from there, because that just doesn't want to come off. It's the first stone where I had it like that, where it's sort of, there's only so much you can do at the get-go, and then the rest is just going to happen overnight. So there she is. We'll come back here in a second. So here you can see it. This still has the marks on it. It's just, these things are in the granite itself. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do bring back, once I get my D2, I'll wind out spraying this on it and then just leave it, and because I don't want to keep on scrubbing the stone. But it's definitely very clean. It's just that stuff that's inside the granite and the pores itself. That's why it's so important to keep these stones clean, so it doesn't wind up getting to that point where you have these little bits of it that get into the stone itself. But the D2 will wind up killing that and removing it, and it'll lighten it within a couple months. So we'll be back and we'll do that, and then probably do an after as well. So anywho, I want to say thanks for coming along.